We're tripling down. We're going to do the things. We're going to ink the magic broom and then play the board wipe. All their cards are gone because they are all less than 2 strength.
NANI?
Welcome to Raid Setting. I'm Ben, and today we're playing a deck that makes Dragonfires playable again. That's right, this is the Dragonfire. It's all the way from the first chapter, the first cards that were ever released all the way back in 2023. Remember that year? Banish Chosen Character. Cost 5, and you get to banish Chosen Character. It's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's here because the Maui Half Shark makes it so much more playable. When this character challenges another character, you may return an action card from your discard to your hand. Whenever you play an action, gain 1 lore. So if we play this, not only do we get to banish a character, but we get to gain a lore, and we can just keep getting it back and back and back with the Maui Half Shark. It's super good, and it's got the evasive ability, so it can take out evasive characters, and it could just stay safe. We got the 2 Sisus. It's not going to shift. It is going to shift. We have 4 of the Emboldened Warrior Sisus. So we put this down on turn 3. Then we can shift it as early as turn 6. We can play the Sisu to wipe their board. Or we have the classic board wipe. Only 2 be prepared. But that's okay because you can keep getting them back and keep getting them back with the Maui Half Shark. Other than that, kind of a standard core of the red-purple list that we have known to fear. It's got the genies, only 3 of them. Weird choice. Might up that to 4 and get rid of one of these rabbits. Boing. Because rabbits have been severely outclassed with the genie, but kind of in red-purple, if the discard meta comes back in any way, you kind of need the rabbit because the extra card draw with the rabbit and the bouncing is probably the better play than the genie. But the genie can take out the Diablos. It's always a good deal. We love to see this. Elsa, underrated. Play the Elsa if you're playing red-purple. You need her in the deck. And then we got 2 ladies in chairs. We got 2 of the Tremaines and 2 of the Madame Medusas. We got brawls to take out characters early and friends on the other side to refill our hands early. No libraries. This deck isn't about the libraries. This deck is about playing with the Maui Half Shark, which is different than other kind of red purples. Like Maui Half Shark does different stuff than other red purple lists. Specifically the one that won the Europe Nationals, I don't think had the Maui Half Shark. I need to fact check myself on that right now. Okay, I just fact checked myself, and it is true that the one that won the Europe Nationals did not have any Maui Half Sharks in it. That's because it's doing a different thing than the deck that won Nationals is doing. The one that won Nationals was a bit more consistent and had bells in it. Bell was the big thing, and Chernobyls. This also has Chernobyls. Flynn Rider, yeah. This is a very, very similar list. It's really just adding the Dragonfires and the Maui and taking out the good cards that made the list that won the Europe Championships. So yeah, it's a little bit different. It's not the best. The deck list to this will be in the description. If you want to check out the EUIC winning list, I will also put that in the list because I think that might be the better list for sure. We're going to play this together on Inktable. You can follow the link and then go to menu, export, Inktable, and play on Inktable.
Things that we learned in this video. Be Prepared is still the best card in the game. Number 2, do you have a plan for when your opponent plays 2 Elsa Spirits of Winter? I do, and it's called Be Prepared. And number 3, the best Maui Half Sharks are the friends you make along the way.
We're going up against a Blurple deck. The Blurples have been coming back, but not in the ways you expect. Do we keep Maui Half Shark in our hand the whole time? Probably not. Keep Brawl? Yeah. Lady Tremaine, you gotta go, and those 2 have to go, even though the Dragonfire is the thumbnail. So what's going on here? We have the Brooms, and we have the Flynns. That was what we'd like to see. They don't have a 1-drop. Good deal. We kind of want to save the goat for the Flynn Rider procs. We need to ink a card. It's going to be a goat. And then we get to play our Magic the Broom and pass the turn. They ink a card. Do they get to play a card? Is it no? They get to ink and ramp a bit. They're all the way up at 3 ink, and we're scared. We get to ink a card. Is it Brawl? And play a Flynn Rider. Hopefully that procs us. We're not going to use the ability. We're just going to say no, thank you to the drawing. And then we're going to quest Bro here. And then we will pass the turn. We can get more quests. We don't need to do the things. I forgot about Madam and Fox. Oh my good gosh. Good gravy, good grief. They play Mickey Mouse. That's better than what we thought was going to happen. We get to gain 3 lore with the Flynn Rider. We get a Be Prepared, don't need to see it now. We get to ink a card. We said we wanted to play that. The Brawl might be good coming up. It's looking like the GOAT. And then we can play our Brawl. Take this out. They don't need to be singing Friends on the Other Side at all. We will quest the Broom, and then we're going to pass. We're not questing the Flynn because we want our strength to be more, even though they can play a Fox for sure. They play a Rabbit, which is going to shut down our Flynn, too bad. And then they bounce it with the Snake. That's 2 card draws. They're going off. They're all the way up at 6 ink. They're questing that Tipo again. We get a Emboldened Warrior, which is going to shut off their abilities. We can ink the Snake. We can quest our Magic Broom. We're going to play our Sisu Emboldened Warrior. We are going to banish the Broom to draw a card. Now this is going to proc with the Flynn. And then Never Punished, we get the Magic Broom back. We should not play it. We're going to play it. And then we get to pass the turn. We're not questing Flynn. Flynn's here to get lore other ways. They're going to play Friends on the Other Side for 3 ink. And then play another Friends on the Other Side for 3 ink. That is a thing with the AI here on Ink Table. Is if they got 2 friends, they're going to hard play them, dude. They quest again with that Tipo. That Tipo is effectively all of their lore. And the Snake finally gets a lore. Good for them. We get 3 lore with our Flynn Rider Frenemy. And we're kind of cooking. We got a couple things we can do. We can quest the Broom. That's up at 10. And then we can play Genie. When we play Genie, we can draw 2 cards. We get 1 with Genie, and we get 1 for banishing the Broom. Good deals all around. Madam M. Fox is also a great deal. We need to ink so we can get up to the ladies in chairs and be prepared. And then do we sing or challenge with Sisu? Probably not, because then they could take out Sisu, and then Flynn wouldn't get the abilities that we want to get. So we'll just pass the turn. She's not doing a thing. She's here for support for Flynn, because if they draw cards, they're punished. Even if they bounce a bunch of stuff, they do Elsa to exert 2 of our characters. Scary. They can definitely take out this Sisu, but they do not. They just quest because they are a silly Billy AI. We get 3 lore with Flynn. These have to stay exerted. Too bad, too sad, but we can bounce it back to hand with Madam Mim. We can't banish that. We can bounce it back to hand with Madam Mim. We like that. I think we'll ink a Broom. We'll play a Madam Mim. We'll bounce our Genie to safety, our best card, and then we will play the Friends on the Other Side. It's going to let us draw 2 cards, get us some ink. We have a shift here. That might have been a really good thing to shift, but I think we're okay. I think we're set up with what's going on here. And then we'll pass the turn. We still have this at 4 strength, which is the same as the Elsa. They play another Elsa, didn't see it coming. The Snake is going to take out the Flynn. Everything's going downhill. The Monkey's going to do 3 damage to the Fox. It's gone. And now our Sisu is all alone out there. They're questing a bunch. They're all the way up at 11 lore, but we're in Be Prepared territory. So we were just going to go ahead, ink a card, and quest our Sisu, the Emboldened Warrior. And then we will play the board wipe. Everybody's gone. They're 2 8-cost cards. They're gone. Elsa, who? Right? They're at 9 ink. They get to play a Rabbit. We can board wipe that with the Sisu. We can definitely board wipe now with the Sisu. They play a Monkey, and then we're tripling down. We're going to do the things. We're going to ink the Magic Broom and then play the board wipe. All their cards are gone because they are all less than 2 strength. And then we'll pass the turn. This thing can quest for 3 and kind of close out the game for us. They play another Rabbit, draws some cards. They play a Diablo, that draws some cards. They play a Cogsworth to give somebody Rush. They play a Madam and Fox to bounce back the card. They have 2 Rush characters. What's going on? All the way up at 10 ink, they play a Diablo. Unprecedented things going on. We have a Lady in Chair that we can banish one of these cards with, but that wouldn't help us out. What's going to help us out is playing a Maui Shark so we can say that we played it this game. We can ink a card, but why would we? We can't play Genie if we do. And then we're going to quest for 3 because we kind of want to win the game and not lose the game. Oh, I forgot that only quest for 1. But if this quest and then we play an action, we win the game, and that's pretty cool. So we're going to pass the turn. If they don't have a way to take out our Brawl in the Maui Half Shark, we win the game. And they, in turn, lose the game. They're playing another Rabbit. That's so many Rabbits. That's all 4 Rabbits going on. The secret to deck building is just put in that 5th copy of Rabbit, and then you're good to go. They're up at 12 lore. They're questing again, but little do they know we have this one life hack locked and loaded. Yeah, if we didn't have an action, we would be cooked. But Maui could also buy back Be Prepared, and then we could wipe their whole board. So that's a cool thing. If we challenge, then we can do Be Prepared and wipe the whole board. But it says whenever you play an action, gain 1 lore. And then if we quest this thing, we gain a lore. So that's game on board. So we're going to quest, bro. And then we are going to play the action card Brawl to banish their rabbit. They get to draw a card, but we get to gain a lore. And that's the game. You can do lots of stuff late game with Maui Shark. We could have bought back Be Prepared. Could have bought back anything else that we wanted to wipe their board. But we decided to win the game, if you know what I'm saying. Thanks for watching. We put out new Lorcana videos every day here at Ready Set Inc. Please smash the subscribe button and watch some of our memes.